Zcash. Zcash has rocketed through resistance. Now, this is really interesting. Zcash has been in a downtrend for years, really. And it's broken through a previous high it was in back in 2021. It's now actually looking like it's gained a bit of momentum. And there's an interesting story sort of evolving here around some of the legacy cryptos that I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up these cryptos. These were coins that I thought were going to do very, very well. We're going to make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them up. These were their prices when I recorded and released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit in the last bull cycle. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into them. If you'd done that for all 26, that would have been a $2,600 investment. And in the last bull cycle would have netted your profit of over 123 grand, which is pretty good. Now that took about 16 months. You don't have 16 months to get things sorted. We're in a bull cycle right now. And if you are sitting on coins you're not happy with, if you've got cryptos that you're holding that aren't performing, you've got to get it fixed. If you don't know where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running right now for my YouTube followers. You can get full access to the site, full membership to the site for half price. And there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members all the cryptos I own. Whenever I buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin, the reasons I'm buying it, and the price I'm buying it at. And of course, I do the same when I sell. On the site, you can see some of the profits that my members have made, some of the successes that led to them. Whether it's a meme coin the members were in and out of in a fortnight that did over a 300x, or whether it is Phantom. Phantom in the last bull cycle was comfortably one of the best performers. My members got in before pretty much the entire market. We got in at half a cent. It went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. Many of my members became millionaires from that one alone. This is all public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, all you got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Zcash. So, been on a real tear. Now, back in 2021, really only hit highs of about $320, $330. Right now, I mean, even in the last sort of 24 hours, it's up about 20%. But over the last month, up 240%. It's been on a real rocket ship. Zcash is a privacy coin. It's based on privacy and anonymity. It uses ZK Snark tech. It basically allows nodes on the network to verify transactions without revealing any sensitive info. Don't forget, most cryptos are pseudonymous rather than anonymous. You know, they don't reveal the identities of the users, but the users are on a ledger and everything can be traced back to them via methods of data science and forensics. Zcash transactions, on the other hand, while still having to be relayed via a public blockchain, don't act like normal transactions. These by default don't reveal the sending and receiving addresses or any of the amounts that's being sent. There is an option to reveal this data for the purposes of auditing or regulatory compliance, but all in all, it's truly anonymous, not like your Bitcoins or Ethereums or whatever. It was founded by Cypherpunk, computer security expert and entrepreneur Zuko Wilcox O'Hearn. He's also the founder for the electronic coin company, which manages the development of Zcash. He's spent more than 25 years in the industry of cryptography. He created Digicast, which is now defunct. Also peer-to-peer data storing software Mojo Nation and the Tahoe Least Authority file system. Also founded Least Authority Enterprises, which is a tech company focused on improving digital security. And he co-invented the Blake 3 cryptographic hash function. In terms of resume, pretty much second to none. But what's caused this sort of 240% spike over the past month? Well, first of all, it's worth reporting this has finally surpassed Monero once again as the privacy market leader. So it made a stunning comeback to become the largest privacy coin. The rally comes amid renewed attention on privacy tech and zero-knowledge proofs. Over the past month, the momentum has been fueled by a mix of on-chain activity, protocol upgrades, and speculative inflows tied to the broader zero-knowledge narrative. Market analysts note that Zcash's renewed dominance could also reflect increased institutional interest in compliant privacy solutions, because unlike Monero, Zcash offers optional transparency. So this balance between compatibility and user privacy may give Zcash an edge as the markets mature, privacy discussions move from the fringe to the mainstream. And privacy discussions are going to continue because they are a necessary discussion to have. We have seen the EU banning privacy coins. We have seen many discussions about this. The EU's when the EU were banning, they did it through a series of fear-mongering sort of statements around privacy coins being either used for money laundering, used for funding terrorism, used for facilitating crime. That was basically it. As opposed to the banks, which already do that, right? So quite an interesting thing that came out of the EU, and my expectation was that we were going to see that coming out of the UK and out of America. Now, America, I think, is a lot less likely now that there is a Republican party in charge. But the reality is governments aren't going to be overly keen on privacy because they don't want privacy for the citizens. So Zcash has that nice balance that Monero doesn't offer. So it's probably why Zcash could in turn have a lot of success. But another reason that we could well see growth is coming out of the fact that there is a wider belief beginning to form that Dino cryptos, Dino being legacy ones, could begin to soak up institutional funds. So there are a number of older cryptos that are getting ETFs, whether that is Litecoin, XRP. We do have some newer ones, but you've also got Cardano that looks like there's going to have an ETF. Obviously, Hedera is a bit newer, but these Dino cryptos could be the ones that have the rally. So there is a I don't know how the CEO of CoinQuant. I was going to try and say the name, but I'm not sure I can do it without butchering it. CEO of CoinQuant said not every single coin is going to have massive returns. The liquidity is going to be concentrated in certain places, dinosaurs being one of them, of course. He said since the flow of funds is coming mostly from traditional finance and ETFs, those people are probably looking at these major coins, all the coins established that have the potential of getting an ETF, and this is why we're seeing the rise in these dinosaurs. So it's very possible, and you may be right, you may be wrong. It's an interesting speculation, but it's certainly one that's worth paying attention to, especially when you see a coin such as Zcash. There is a dino, because it has been around for a long time, having that 240% plus pump. I mean, it is literally like 6 months ago, not even 6 months ago, 3 months ago, that it was sitting at $40. It's had a 10x. So it's on a real roll. It's on a real roll. And that can't be ignored. The level of momentum that it's gaining is nothing short of spectacular. This is buyable everywhere. If you're going to get it, I'd highly recommend checking out BitGet. The reason for that is they have the best welcome pack in crypto right now. If you join up with the link in the description, you're entitled to a $6,200 welcome pack. Now, you're not going to just get that airdrop to you, obviously. But if you do a certain amount of activity, you can earn it. So really, it's a case of scaling up. You might be able to earn $10 here, $20 there, $30 there, unless you've got a wallet full of $4 million, in which case one trade will probably be enough. But you can scale up and add to your crypto holdings using that kind of method. So worth a look. As for Zcash, I have always thought this is going to really, really struggle. The fact that it has now broken through the 2021 high is very surprising. I think now this has a very, very legitimate shot of being a four-figure number. I think this can be $1,000 coin. I think the breaking through that is massive. The fact that they are partially compliant, I suppose, and they're still a privacy coin, hits the need for both privacy and institutional need. I do think there is going to be a wider discussion of privacy coins continuing over the course of the next few years. I still am of the belief that I think privacy coins are not going to be really allowed to exist, because I don't think governments will allow that. But that trend could be bucked if the US government, with Trump in charge, who's pro-crypto right now, if he's pro-privacy and he can set that trend, we might see the other nations fall in line. That's possible, in which case I think the chances of this getting to $1,000 is very, very high. Very surprising to see this in this level of rally. But like I said, the activity on Zcash, the usage growing over the last couple of months, things look good. What do you guys think? How high do you think this can go? If you're a Zcash holder, if you're a long-term Zcash holder, what are you hoping to see this bull cycle? Are you expecting a Zcash ETF around the corner? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And guys, we're in a bull cycle. If you're sitting on coins you are not happy with, if there are cryptos that are not performing, fix it. If you don't know where to begin, get onto copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running. For my YouTube followers, you get full access to the site, full membership to the site for half price. There is also a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members all the cryptos I own. Whenever I buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm buying or selling, the price that I'm buying or selling at. So there's no work for my members. They are in and out of cryptos, same price as me, so they make the same profit. If you go onto the site, you will see some of the profits made by the members, some of the successes that led there. Not least of which, of course, is Phantom. Phantom is now known as Sonic, but myself and my members all got in pretty much before the rest of the market. We got in at 0.5%. It went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. A number of my members became millionaires from that one investment alone. This is public record. You can verify it all online. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, all you got to do is join up. And there is a link in the description. Take a look, guys. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.